Hey everybody, ready for another mid-rock crisis. Now this guy I didn't know very much about. I found out he's one of the best musicians of all time, of any genre. Bert Jansch. Now Jimmy Page was quite taken with Bert Jansch and his interpretation of Blackwater Slide, which was quite taken from him as well, appearing nearly note for note on Led Zeppelin I's Black Mountainside, without permission. Jansch had grounds for a lawsuit but decided not to pursue it. Lawsuits are expensive anyway. He learned the song from Ann Briggs. Jimmy just took the guitar intro like he took the intro to Stairway to Heaven from Randy, California. Yeah, he did. Bert's talent and touch are just beyond belief. His life was not an easy one. You can hear that in his songs. He recorded 24 studio albums along with collaborations with John Renbourn and 17 albums with Pentangle, for whom he was the principal songwriter. He was born in 1943 in Glasgow and moved to London in the early 60s to participate in the folk revival. He worked as a landscaper but wanted to pursue music full time. He also hitchhiked throughout Europe where he gathered his thoughts and wrote lyrics. He played wherever he could and made a reel-to-reel tape of his songs. Later, he sold the tape to Transatlantic Records for £100. The subsequent album sold 150,000. Donovan, another Scot, covered Jansch's Do You Hear Me Now for his Universal Soldier EP, and it went to number 1 on the UK EP chart and number 27 on the singles chart. Jansch is called the Brit Bob Dylan, but this does not do justice to either. Jansch's talent puts him beyond a PBD status. He partnered with John Renbourn and between them invented a genre known as folk baroque. They recorded Bert and John album in '66 and Jansch met Sandy Denny at a local folk venue. He also met Jackie McShea, Danny Thompson, and Terry Cox, soon to be known as Pentangle. Jansch gave up solo performing to concentrate on the band, but he continued to record solo albums and collaborations. '68, the Pentangle, Let No Man Steal Your Time, and Keep a Close Eye on Jim Page. Pentangle made their hay by reinterpreting traditional English, Scottish, and Irish folk songs. Originals were for non-Pentangle projects. '68, The Sweet Child, live. '69, Basket of Light, light flight, simple, effective, percussive. '70, Tam Lynn makes another appearance and makes it into a movie soundtrack. '70, Cruel Sister, Too Porgy for Folk. 1971, Reflection, The Wedding Dance. '72, Solomon's Seal. This is the final Pentangle first phase. Jansch retired from music and farmed in Scottish Highlands for 2 years. In 1985, an Italian promoter urged the band to reform. Bert told by doctor to quit drinking or die. 1985, Open the Door. Bert and Jackie, they're the only original P-Tangles left. In '86, In the Round. But you need 5 to make a star. '89, So Early in the Spring, Sober, Thank You. In '91, Think of Tomorrow. In 93, One More Road. And in 95, Pentangle was renamed Jackie McShay's Pentangle. And there were 6 more hard-to-find albums. Here's Jansch's solo albums. 1. In 65, Bert Jansch. Roy Harper sang on A Man I'd Rather Be. Jansch's guitar riffs for Blackwater Side are also The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face were nicked by Jimmy Page, and they appeared on Zepp's first album, as I told you, and they called it Black Mountain Side. The Wagoner's Lad appears as Bronnier Stomp on Led Zeppelin III. Go check it. If I condemn Page for his yoinking of Bert's riffs, Page was also free and easy about borrowing American Delta blues songs, as we all know. If royalties were paid, all well and good, how about asking first? Do you have a phone? Their families are still around, you know. 2. It Don't Bother Me. These first 2 albums are just guitar and voice, and some 5-string banjo. They are not the least bit sparse. 66, Jack Orion. This song also appeared on Pentangle's Cruel Sister. Its length had a folky popper's tisking. 67, Nicola had me tisking. Booze Blues. 69, Birthday Blues. He needs a kick in the pants. In 71, Rosemary Lane. Back up to snuff. In 73, Moonshine. TWA Corby's equals 3 Ravens. In 74, LA Turnaround, produced by Mike Nesmith of the Monkees and deservedly called a masterpiece. Wow. And seriously, wow. 75, Santa Barbara Honeymoon. Much less wow. In 77, A Rare Conundrum. St. Fiacre Works. In 79, Avocet. Martin Jenkins, instrumental. Bert liked this one. It's for the birds. Every song is about a different bird. In 80, 13 Down. If I Had a Lover with Jackie McShay. In 82, Heartbreak. Kind of. 3 years till sobriety. In 85, From the Outside, Raw Bert. Just him and his voice. In 89, Leather Laundromat. Night's Move, best one on this album. Chess Match Illusions. 1990, Sketches. Good, not great. 1990, The Ornament Tree, a Solstice album. In 95, When the Circus Comes to Town is upbeat and jolly. 98, Toy Balloon, it's about a fair. In 2000, Crimson Moon, Fool's Mate, is as good as anything he's ever done. It's about a chess match, recurring theme, I guess, to play a little chess. Lauren Jansch sings on Omniwise, Oh My Wise. Jansch admits he's inconsistent. 2002, Edge of a Dream. Rock music and acoustic folk in a mixed bag. All This Remains, sung by Hope Sandoval, lead singer of Mazzy Star. Have you ever heard any Mazzy? Tell me about it. Bert's in charge, and this is a great album. 06, The Black Swan, his last studio album. A fitting end to a prolific career. Many guest spots like friends come to say great job, good life, and good night. His overall influence on music cannot be overstated. Here's an incomplete list of musicians who've lauded him. Ian Anderson, Paul Simon, Al Stewart, Elton John, Bernie Taupin, Jimmy Page, Nick Drake, Neil Young, Roy Harper, and Sandy Denny. Jansch abused alcohol until 1985 when he found sobriety. This is not to say that Bert needed booze to be Bert. It doesn't work like that. In 2011, he died of lung cancer. But he continued to perform until nearly the end. He was 67. And I believe I'm going to be doing some more folk history. I will go back to Prague at some point. I will go back to rock at some point. But right now I'm on a roll with the folk and not the rock. I'll be talking about Sandy Denny. I'll be talking about the Straubs. Yeah, they're all English folk. I mean, there's American folk I love too. And Joni Mitchell, my God. But she's so big. She's huge. Well, thanks for being with me. Hope to see you next time on Midrock Crisis. Bye, y'all.